Hello, hi, and welcome. So chances are you're on this video because you have back pain in some way or another. Now, maybe that very back pain is preventing you from playing the sport you love. Maybe it's preventing you from doing your everyday activities, your hobbies. Maybe even it's preventing you from doing the things every day that you love and that brings you joy, such as taking care of your kids or going to work. And maybe you've tried multiple rehab approaches before and it just hasn't worked. You've been to see multiple people, you've had scans, you've had tests, and you're no further than you were when it started. And maybe you've even come to the conclusion that there may be nothing for you. You may just have to live with your pain forever and that you're just going to have to accept it. But what if I told you there was a way? What if I told you that your pain doesn't have to define you? You can actually overcome this. You can achieve all the things physically and mentally that you want to achieve. What if there's a way not to just manage your pain, but to actually get out of pain, rebuild your strength, and get back to doing what you love? If you're struggling with back pain that's limiting your performance, you're not alone. And by performance, this isn't just athletic performance, this is everyday performance. This is you fulfilling your daily tasks to the best of your ability and without having the fear of pain, because you deserve so much more than that. Every day, I see people who cancel workouts due to pain. They've just admitted themselves to that they can't do this and they can't do that. They're just watching generic rehab videos. They're just doom scrolling with the next big thing that they need to do to cure their back pain, the 5 best exercises to cure back pain. They've resorted to temporary, passive and ineffective relief measures such as pain medication and other passive treatment modalities. They feel like they're slowly losing their personal identity because of pain. They're losing that person who they once were. They're always reminiscing about what it was like so long ago. The truth is, back pain isn't just physical. It steals your confidence, limits your potential, and it can make you feel years older than you actually are. So welcome. I'm Max, and I have 15 years experience as a clinician and a coach working with people with back pain, working people in the athletic performance and the everyday performance field. So I've been dedicated my career to helping people get out of back pain and to live a better and more mobile and more active life. With over a decade of experience as a clinician and a coach, I've helped literally hundreds, if not thousands, of people rebuild their bodies and reclaim their active lifestyles. My experience essentially spans from, I've worked with competitive athletes returning from injury, that's kind of amateur and professional. I've helped NHS and private practice patients with complex spinal issues. I've helped with fitness enthusiasts, so everyday gym goers, everyday sports enthusiasts who refuse to let pain dictate their lives. Weekend warriors, as we call them, people that compete in quite intense physical activity at the weekend. They might live quite normal lives during the week, with work, with family, with friends, and they want to stay competitive as they get older. There should be no reason why that can't be achievable when back pain hits you. Now, what I've learned from working with hundreds of people is that taking a cookie cutter approach doesn't work. I did that at the beginning of my career, and it just ended up with people getting a little bit better, but then they're just stalling pretty early on, and then it's just a negative, heated cycle. Now, your pain is unique. Pain is subjective. It's completely personal to you, and so the approach taken needs to be unique as well. So you deserve a unique program, something that is completely dedicated and customized for you. That's why I've now created the RehabStrong one-to-one online coaching program. This is a fully personalized approach to rehabilitating back pain while building strength, mobility, and resilience, with the overall aim at getting you out of pain and getting back to doing what you love, whatever that is. Unlike generic, typical wait-and-see type approach from your local PT, therapist, clinician, my coaching provides a clear difference. Yes, this is online, it's not face-to-face. You may be thinking, what can you do online? A face-to-face guy can't. Surely face-to-face is better. However, there are limitations with a face-to-face clinic. You have rushed appointments. They're really crammed together, and you're limited. You can't get through to maybe what you really need in that time frame, so they're generally rushed, generally given generic cookie-cutter plans. Because of the rushed appointments, there's not enough time to go into the full detail. And as part of that service, they're relying on these passive treatment modalities that just don't stand the test of time. They just don't work. And no daily or even weekly support. You've got to wait till your next appointment. That could be a month away, 2 weeks away, it could be 2-3 months away, depending on what kind of service you're in, whether you're in the health service or whether you're in private. You've got to wait till the next time you want to ask your question. You don't know if you're doing exercise well. Unfortunately, you have to wait. But in the RehabStrong program, we dedicate as much time as needed to the consultation and the assessment process. Sometimes there's even multiple phases to the assessment process to ensure I get absolutely everything to create the best program possible. Sometimes that's 60 to 90 minutes in length via video, making sure we get some recorded exercise done so I can analyze that and provide feedback. Also, the programs are 100% tailored. They're not templated or blueprinted. They are completely customized from scratch. I start with a blank screen with everyone. And in nature, by design, these are progressive. They're progressive in the sense that as you get stronger, as you improve, then your program needs to adapt, it needs to change. So you're constantly getting that adaptation, and you're getting that all the time, not just when you have your regular check-ins. And this is done so you can improve your capacity for strength, your capacity for your aerobic and anaerobic capacity, depending on what your sport or your activity is completely tailored in. We'll get through to the program design in a moment, so you can get a clear idea of how everything's created. And obviously you get full 24/7 support with me. I don't have a team, it's just me, so you get access to me, not just someone who's following the system. So if you have a question, if you have something you want to ask, then you get through to me. We'll chat about how that's done in a moment, so you can get a clear idea of how it works. RehabStrong methods it's a systemized approach that I've developed over 15 years working with clients like yourselves with back pain that want to have a bit more freedom in terms of their athletic mobility and ability. So it starts with periodizing customized programming. This is completely tailored to you and to the goal. We actually start with the goal. We talk about that first and how we're going to get there, and then we go on to where you are now through the assessment process. So that's really, really important, and we do that through optimized approach. And when you come onto the program, you get to see that firsthand. You get clinician and coach expertise. So you get expertise from me. I've been a clinical, worked in NHS, spinal orthopedic clinics, primary and secondary care. I've worked in private practice, face-to-face. I still do that now. And I've had 10 plus years experience as a personal trainer and strength and conditioning coach, working with a variety of individuals with and without pain, improving their athletic performance. You get your support and accountability to me is limitless. Like it is limitless. Some people might be training for a marathon. Some people might just want to get out of pain and spend more time on the floor with their kids. The objectives are pretty similar. It's kind of the same, really, but obviously the method and the approach that we take is going to be different. So some people might need more support from myself, and some people not so much. The overall DNA of the whole program is progressive to return to performance. As before, I chatted about what performance really means subjectively here. But what it really comes down to is the ability to obviously progress as we go through, and that is the real key here to getting you to where you need to be. RehabStrong, why this program? So my time in the industry has found that unfortunately most rehab approaches either focus too narrowly on pain relief without building true strength. So we just focus on pain relief, taking medication. It's just passive modalities just to reduce pain right here, right now. However, the building the true strength, building the capacity is lacking. It's just not there, which is why these injuries come and go and they come and go. Or they push generic strength programs. So they're on the right lines with the generic strength programs, but they're not progressive, then they're not specific. I see people that are starting way at the top end, or they're working at the bottom end. And it's quite clear that they've been given quite a cookie cutter style program. So another benefit of this, we've already spoken about roughly, but dual experience as both a clinician and coach is quite a unique one. I feel that a lot of it in the industry is kind of fitness coaches that have a bit of rehab knowledge. However, I've worked in the field. I worked in the trenches as both a clinician and a coach. So that's where you're going to get that benefit from working with me. I want you to be pain free. Of course, but I also want you to be stronger, more resilient, and performing better than before, even before you were injured. This so you can reach your goals with no fear of pain returning. That's another massive factor, is that people are always quite conscious of the pain returning if they do this exercise again, because that's just how the pain came up in the first place. So how does this program work? So we talked about the kind of methods that it's built on and the system that I use. But this is about how it actually works in detail. So we start off with the consultation and assessment. Now, this is quite a thorough process. It goes through multiple stages, but it's getting everything that we need to know, all about your history, your medical history, your lifestyle history. I want to get to know everything about you up till now. And then we talk about your injury and your pain and what brings you here. And we talk about your goals, and then obviously we start from there. Now, when it comes to actually creating the program, we start with your goal. So we start with where you want to be, and then we work out where you are, and then we just fill the gaps in what's needed. And we have regular assessment and touch points to make sure we're on the right path, what needs to be adjusted and when and how, and anything else which needs to be provided. So lifestyle support like sleep, stress management, nutrition, lifestyle things like that, which all come into play massively when it comes to managing pain. You get weekly check-ins with me. So they're forms that you fill in. I give you feedback, and I give you recorded feedback. So it's all personalized. I give you actionable step points. Because a lot of this can be a lot to be unloaded by me. So I just give you little things every week just to focus on, and that makes the process a lot easier. Continuous optimization. So as you improve, your program needs to be adjusted at the same time. But it's just continually being on your progressions, maybe what's not going well, and we can work on that. And then what is going well, we can continue to work on that. So again, it's yes, getting out of pain, but it's getting you stronger so you become more resilient, so you can prevent injuries down the line. And obviously you get direct support. So that's you sign on to a training app, which you get for free, and you can just ping me messages on there and I'll get back to you pretty quickly. So just to cap, this isn't a generic program. This is comprehensive coaching via prescribed rehab that's 100% tailored for you. So generally, I think rehab is just prescribed across the industry. It's not coached, and we've lost that kind of core component. So is this for you? So I'm going to be upfront. This isn't for everyone. It's a pretty intense and pretty detailed process. But due to the personalized nature, I can't take everyone on. So it's going to be quite limited in that respect. So I can only work with a limited number of people at once. However, I want to speak with everyone. So at the moment, you can obviously just reach out to me on Instagram or on social media. And I'm happy to just hop on the phone for 10, 15 minutes just to chat about if it's right for you. Because it's not right for everyone, and that's absolutely fine. So I'd love to hear from you. So do reach out. So here's what to do next. So there are buttons above and below this box. So big red buttons. So just click on that button and you can fill in a form. It's a prerequisite form, so just to kind of see what you're about and how I can help you. And then you'll go through to the next page, which will be booking a call with me, which isn't no stress, no kind of pressure. But it's just to make sure that we're on the same page both ways. So if you're kind of struggling with back pain, you've had pain on and off over the years, you've constantly struggled, you're constantly seeing different people, and you want a new approach, you're working for a goal that you want to help with, then absolutely this program is right for you. So click the button below, schedule your free call, fill in that form, and we can get working towards building a pain-free back, but a stronger and more resilient you. All right, look forward to it.